Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Syamil Hafiz bin Amin, BG2211066. Money inflation and economic growth are interconnected factors that play a crucial role in shaping the economic landscape of any country. Understanding the dynamics of these relationships is essential for policymakers and economists to make informed decisions and formulate effective monetary policies. A nonlinear relationship between money growth and inflation in the Turkish economy has been studied to better comprehend this connection, whereas economic theories such as the Phillips curve analysis have been used to analyze the interpret the nature of these relationships. In recent years, Turkey has experienced significant changes in its monetary policy and inflation dynamics. The study by Sharik, Baki, and Haq focused on the relationship between money supply and inflation in Turkey. Sharik, Baki, and Haq found that there is significant relationship between money supply and inflation in Turkey. According to their findings, Turkey has experienced multiple economic crisis during the study period, which aligns with the observed relationship between money supply and inflation. Overall, the aim of this study is to examine the linkages between money growth, inflation, and economic growth in Turkey.
The Central Bank of the Republic of Turkey (CBRT) is the main institution responsible for controlling the money supply in Turkey through its monetary policy decision. This role is very important in ensuring the stability of the country economy. In order to achieve this goal, the CBRT uses several monetary policy tools such as setting the policy rate, open market operation, and reserve requirement. The CBRT set the base interest rate, which is the main interest rate that affect all other interest rate in the economy. This rate affect the cost of borrowing for businesses and consumers. When the CBRT lowers interest rate, as borrowing decreases, spending and investment increase. This can help increase economic growth by reduce the cost of borrowing for businesses and consumers. However, according to Michigan 2007, an increase in money supply that exceeds economic growth can cause inflation, where the price of goods and services increase in general. On the other hand, in inflation starts to rise, the CBRT can raise interest rate to reduce the money supply in the economy. By increasing the cost borrowing, spending will decrease, which can help curb inflation. However, this action also risks slowing economic growth because higher borrowing can reduce spending and investment. CBRT faces a dilemma in balancing between controlling inflation and supporting economic growth. Monetary policy needs to be careful and balanced to ensure a stable and sustainable economic policy that are too strict and limit economic growth, while policy that are too loose can cause uncontrolled inflation. Therefore, CBRT needs to use careful analysis and flexible response in managing the money supply and interest rate to achieve the goal of economic stability.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Shafizan and I would like to continue about the empirical review theoretical model. First, about domestic and external factors affecting the Turkey economy. Inflation in Turkey has been a volatile issue affected by currency depreciation, food price, and energy costs. According to Don Bush and Fitch's 1990, high inflation can erode consumer purchasing power, reduce incentive to save, and lead to economic uncertainty that hidden growth. If demand for goods and services exceeds supply, price may rise, causing inflation. Increase in production costs such as wage or imported materials can also lead to higher price for goods and services. Domestic factors such as productivity, investment, and domestic demand play an important role in determining economic growth. A stable and moderate rate of inflation can support sustainable economic growth by providing a predictable environment for business and consumers. External factors also affect the Turkey economy. Global commodity price, exchange rate, and international capital flow can have a significant impact. For example, a depreciation of the Turkey lira can lead to important inflation as imported goods become more expensive. However, at the same time, This devaluation could make Turkey export more competitive in the international market, potentially boosting economic growth. CBRT has to navigate the trade-off between controlling inflation and supporting economic growth. Policies that are too strict in an effort to control inflation can slow down economic growth, while policies that are too loose to stimulate growth can lead to higher inflation. Therefore, flexible policies and carefully analysis are needed to deal with external shock and structural factors affecting the Turkey economy. In the face of global and domestic uncertainty, CBRT needs to use monetary policy tools to ensure price stability and sustainable economic growth. The policy decisions taken by the CBRT play an important role in determining the direction of the Turkey economy and influencing the daily life of the Turkey people.
First, I will present about the empirical review for independent variable, which is economic growth. Economic growth significantly reduces poverty by benefiting lower income groups. However, the impact on income disparity is mixed. The environmental coziness curve suggests that while initial growth can cause environmental degradation further, growth can lead to improvements. Second is empirical review for inflation and economic growth. High inflation negatively impact economic growth, while moderate inflation can boost growth by cutting real wages and promoting investment. The Daresol effect hypothesis suggests mild to moderate inflation can be beneficial, but high inflation hinders growth. Empirical evidence show a negative correlation between high inflation and economic growth. However, the impact can vary depending on the institutional context of the economy.
Hello doctor, I'm Supriya. Last but not least, I will present about the relationship between money supply and growth on empirical review. The relationship between money supply and economic growth is complex. The impact depends on factors like economic structure, microeconomic variable, and the development stage of the economy. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and good morning. My name is Muhammad Al-Faid. My metric number is BG22110187. I will present about the graph. The graph showing the trends of money supply, inflation rate, and GDP growth from 2010 until 2024. In 2010, Turkey witnesses a significant inflation rate of 8.6% with a corresponding 52.9% increase in money supply, while the GDP growth stood at 8.4%. The following year, while inflation moderated to 6.5%, money supply still rose at a slightly lower rate of 50.6%, and GDP growth soared to 11.2%. However, 2012 brought challenges. Money supply dipped slightly to 49.7%, but inflation spiked to 8.9%, leading to a sharp decline in GDP growth to 4.8%. Over the next 7 years, 2020 until 2090, Turkey's economy faced fluctuating trends. Money supply remained relatively stable around 50%, while inflation and GDP growth show erratic pattern. Fast forward to the 2020s, Turkey witnesses a dramatic shift. Money supply surged above 60%, peaking at 71.6% in 2021, triggering a surge in inflation rate exceeding 50%.
Hello everyone, my name is Sasina binti Moksin and my matriculation number is VG221100205. In this presentation, I will talk about the trend in the Turkey money supply, focusing on M1, M2, and M3 from 2010 to 2024. From 2010 to 2024, Turkey money supply had different pattern from M1, M2, and M3. Firstly, M1, which include cash and demand deposit, show some up and down in drop from 24.5% in 2010 to 20.45% in 2014, then will up to 28.7% in 2023, and slightly decrease to 28.5% in 2024. This change reflects shift in the customer confidence and the economic condition. Secondly, M2, which include M1 plus saving deposit and money market security, grows steady. It fell from 14.6% in 2010 to 11.9% in 2013, then keep rising to 21.9% in 2023, and slightly dip to 20.9% in 2024. This steady growth shows that people were saving more, indicating stable economic condition. Lastly, M3, which include M2 plus larger liquid assets like institutional money market funds, also grows steadily. It started at 13.8% in 2010, dipped to 13.1% in 2012, and then increased to 20.3% in 2024. This trend suggests that people accumulate more liquid assets, indicating increased wealth and investment. Overall, the consistent rise in M2 and M3 suggests stable economic growth and increased saving, while the volatility in M1 highlight the impact of the economic policy and customer behavior. The repeat increase in money supply after 2020 has led to inflationary pressure, show the need balanced economic policy. That's all for me. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Nur Fadila Shafika. So I will explain about this project's paper's conclusion. So this study examines Turkey's money supply inflation and economic growth from 2010 to 2024. It reveals a positive relationship between the two, with increased money supply driving to higher inflation rates. Excessive inflation can hinder economic growth, while moderate inflation can coexist with rapid expansion. The Central Bank of Turkey (CBRT) managed these dynamics through monetary policy decisions, aiming for a price stability while considering economic growth and employment objectives. So that's all from me. Thank you.